Welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Benji. I'll be guiding us through a 30-minute Lady Niguma series with a special focus on the Svadhisthana, the Sacral Chakra. And so, as we continue this month's theme on emptiness, I want to give a metaphor to help us understand the interaction between the mind and emptiness itself. And so, we can see emptiness as the soil in our garden, as a perfect reflection of the seeds that are sown into it. Our mind, as a seed pouch, does two things every time we commit an action. It gathers seeds and it sows seeds. When we gather, we're saving seeds to sow for later. And so when we take an action that's beneficial to others, we gather seeds of fruits and flowers, things that will give us a beneficial yield later. When we commit an action that's harmful to others, we gather seeds for weeds and thorns and thistles. These don't serve us too well in our daily life, and we experience those things as unpleasant experiences. And so emptiness, as our soil, is totally dependent upon the seeds in which we sow into it. So we have to take responsibility. How does our garden look out there in our outer landscape and in here in our inner landscape? As we start to take account for what's going on, we can see for ourselves, is our experience pleasant or is it unpleasant? And now we have the opportunity, now we have the empowerment to say, you know what? I want to tend to my garden. I want to cultivate true pleasant experiences that are going to serve myself, to serve my family, to serve this world. And so we need to take accountability and have the integrity to do the things that we say we're going to do. If we want more good, pleasant experiences, we need to sow more seeds that are beneficial to other people and to take on habits that are beneficial, that are caring, considerate, compassionate, loving. All the stuff. When we honor others, when we give them the truth, when we're generous to our family and friends, and even to those we don't know. Those are the best kind of seeds. And so Lady Niguma, as a master gardener, was aware of this relationship between the mind and emptiness. And she taught us the methods and the practices to be able to tend to the inner landscape, to find the weeds and to uproot them. Because these weeds are getting in the way of our compassion and our bliss and our pleasant experiences. They're crowding out all the flowers and fruits. And so the first method she gave us was the Bija mantras. And so as we come into a seated position, cross-legged, into Sukhasana, gently close the eyes. Become aware of sitting in the practice. We've come to retrain the mind, to take accountability, and to be responsible for our actions. Finding a chin mudra, thumb and pointer finger come to touch. Hands resting on the knees, palms face up. Become aware of the movement of breath in and out at the level of the Sacral Chakra, at the tailbone, in towards the spine. Seed syllable here to weed out the knot of pride and jealousy is yang. The element associated to this space is wind. Let's take an inhale and we'll chant it together. Yum, 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 yum. Inhale and focus the mind. Yum, 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 yum. Inhale. Yum, 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 yum. Inhale. Yum, 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 yum. yourself. Start to become aware of our tensions, of our negative emotions, of a certain bias in our thoughts that are creating weeds, that are creating unpleasant experiences. Because emptiness is the perfect garden soil, reflecting back to us exactly what we sow into it. Let's come to standing at the front of our mat. We'll warm up the body for the rest of our practice. First posture here, Tadasana. Grounding through the feet. Lifting from the arch of the foot as we engage the thighs, drawing the thighs together. Palms face forward. Take an inhale to fill up the lower lung, then the middle lung, and then the upper lung all the way to the collarbones. Exhale, draw the abdomen in towards the spine. Maintain this pressure through the practice. Inhale, bringing the hands to heart center, palms together. On the next exhale, bring your hands down and back. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, gracefully folding forward, pivoting from the hips. Hands come behind the back, hands clasp, bringing the nose towards the knees. Shoulders back and away, abdomen in towards the spine, grounding through the feet. Hips go towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. Left foot back, left knee down. Stretch the groin, grounding through the front foot and the back shin. Actively engaging. Bring the right foot back to meet the left. Knees come down to the mat, chest comes down, chin comes up, hips stay in the air. Inhale, baby cobra, hips come down. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, pushing yourself up, coming into a down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot comes forward, right knee down to the ground. Again, actively grounding through the front foot and the back shin. Long spine. Inhale the right foot forward, hands clasped behind the back, nose to knees. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, gracefully coming back down, hands clasped, nose to knees. Hands down to the mat, right foot steps back, right knee down to the ground. Go ahead and bring your nose towards your knee. See if you notice a difference in stretching the back leg. Inhale, left foot goes back. Knees come down, chin and chest. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right knee comes forward. Right foot between the legs. Long spine. Bring the nose towards the knees. Notice a difference in the stretch of the back leg. Inhale, bringing the back foot to meet the front. Hands clasped behind the back, nose to knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands come to your chest. Recalling the intention here. Take accountability for the weeds. So we can choose in the moments which we would gather weed seeds to respond with compassion and to gather fruit and flower. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down and back. Inhale, hands come up to the sky. Bit of a back bend. Exhale, coming down. Hands clasped, nose to knees. Hands down to the mat. Left foot steps back. Left knee down to the ground. Inhale, arms come up, low lunge. Actively engaging the back leg, the muscles all the way up to the glute. Exhale, planting the hands, right foot steps back, plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale to up dog. Hips come up, strong legs, elbows slightly bent, in towards the body. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, left knee down to the ground. Inhale, arms come up. Actively engaging the back leg. Exhale, planting the hands. Right foot steps forward, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, gracefully folding forward, hands clasped, nose to knees. Planting the hands, right foot steps back, right knee down to the ground. Stretch the groin. Left foot steps back, plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, come on up into up dog. Strong legs, tucking the tailbone, long spine. Exhale, down dog. We'll hold the down dog. Exhale, 5. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 1. Bringing the knees down to the mat, coming into a child's pose. Hips go back to the heels, leaving the hands extended out. Inhale up to sitting, and then come to lay on your back. We'll move into reclined side body stretch. Bending the left knee, bringing the left foot on top of the right thigh, right hand up to the left knee. Left arm up to the sky, twist open like a book. Knee to the right, arms to the left. Looking over your left shoulder. This is where we weed out the twist of the two side channels that twist around the central channel. The two side channels are trying to remove all of the weeds that we sprout in our mind. All of the negative emotions. All of the pain that we create for ourselves. These energies are moving through the side channels. They back up and create a restriction of our central channel. By doing this process, we're more likely to collect flowers and fruits. Focus your mind at the level of the tailbone, renouncing being in the present, renouncing being in the past, not in the future, being present. Watching the breath. Inhale, arm comes up, knee comes up. Arms come up overhead, finding a big stretch, adjusting the hips as needed. Inhale, bending the right leg, placing the right foot on top of the left thigh. Right arm comes up to the sky, left hand to the knee, twist open like a book. Looking over the right shoulder. Shoulder coming down before the knee comes down. Trying to bring both shoulders onto the mat and then bring the knee down. Finding a twist at the level of the sacrum. Watch the breath. In your mind, see how you're cultivating the soil. Recognize how the soil reflects back to you exactly what you sow into it. Plant a seed. By showing up for my practice today, I take care of my garden. And then you gather seeds of self-care. And you sow seeds of self-care. It's a win-win. Inhale up, big stretch, adjust the hips. Come up to sitting. We'll move into Paschimottanasana. Legs straight out. First we'll come into Dhanasana. Hands at the hips, palms on the mat. Finding a long spine, tucking the chin slightly, grounding through the tailbone, reaching through the tip of the head. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Strong legs. Finding a stretch all the way from the sacrum, all the way up. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Bigger stretch. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Come to grab either the shins, the knees, the feet. Our goal here is to stretch at the level of the sacrum. Trying to help the flow of energy at the level here so that this pure prana can start to flow and start to heal the side channels of any holes or tears and help draw energy into the Sushumna, the central channel. Lift from the sacrum, tucking the chin a little bit, lifting from the tip of the head, long spine. If you can come all the way down, go ahead without collapsing in the spine. Don't let the pose, don't attempt to try to do a full pose if it distracts the stretch at the level of the sacrum. We're very intentional with our movements. There's a specific process we can go through to weed out really deep tap roots. Some plants have really deep tap roots. They're really embedded into the soil. And so we have to come up with clever ways to loosen the soil, to twist it on out, so we can remove it forever. This is how we get rid of things like pride and jealousy, emotions that are associated to the Svadhishthanachakra. And by twisting and stretching, we're trying to push it out, to make room for something new. Inhale up, come back into Dhanasana. Abdomen draws in towards the spine. Inhale to the chest. Now we'll move into Navasana to bring in and gather pure prana into the Svadhisthana. Place the hands behind you. Option here to bring the feet all the way up, trying to bring the feet above the head. Another option is to bend the knees, supporting the thighs. Find whatever is comfortable and works for you. Maybe we keep the feet pretty close to the mat. Maybe we find straight, strong legs. Maybe the hands come up and out, palms face up, arching from the upper chest, the upper back. Breathing into the Svadhisthana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look up. Exhale, bringing the legs down. Coming to lay on your back. Bringing the feet to the outsides of the mat. We'll now start to distribute. Bringing on an exhale, we'll bring the knees over to the left. On the inhale, bringing the knees to center. Exhale over to the right. Trying to bring both knees down to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Find your own flow. We've gathered energy here. Now we're distributing it through the whole body. Maybe it's a good time to dedicate our practice, dedicate the benefit of this practice to uplifting others and to rejoice for others. These are the fruits and flowers that counteract the weeds of jealousy and pride. By doing this practice, we help to create more beneficial experiences, pleasant experiences, just by moving the energy through our body, being aware of the empty nature of our world, of ourselves, which is really the opportunity to empower ourselves, to be responsible for our actions, and to plant good seeds. Next time your knees come to center, we'll come into some rocking horse, bringing the knees back towards the head, rolling back and forth on the spine to distribute the prana a little bit more. On the next inhale up, roll into a plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 1. Exhale, bringing the knees down to the mat. Heels, hips back to the heels. Arms extend outwards. Child's pose. Maintain your focus and awareness at the Svadhisthana. Breathe in and out, feeling the movement of prana and breath through this space. Inhale up to sitting and come to lay on your back for Shavasana. The poses are simple. You can do them anytime you wish, for longer, for more repetitions. And then it's always important to relax the whole body, allowing all the winds to settle, all the soil that's been disturbed to level out. Bringing the awareness to the tip of the toes, all the way up the legs, finding any tension or uneasiness, and allowing that space to just relax. Coming to the tips of the fingers, traveling up the arms to the shoulders, adjusting the shoulders to be relaxed. Coming to the hips, adjusting the hips as needed. Traveling up the spine, all the way to the tip of the head. Feeling the spine melt into the mat. Resting the internal organs. Go ahead and swallow one time to relax the throat. Relaxing the muscles of the face, the jaw, letting the tongue fall to the roof of the mouth. Relaxing the brow line and the forehead, letting the scalp fall onto the skull. Just relax. These are the postures that help us to weed out pride and jealousy, and the other negative emotions that may be restricting our compassion, restricting our enjoyment of life. It's important that as we weed, we also sow our seeds. Otherwise, we end up with a garden full of holes. Too much self-care. Too much seeing ourselves as broken. Trying to remove all the things that don't serve us. But we have to fill those holes. We have to put ourselves back together. And this is the way we can create the person we want to be. This is how we reach our highest potential. There is no limit to who we can be. The soil is simply a reflection of the seeds that we sow into it. It's your choice. By your actions, what will you sow into the soil of emptiness? Looking at the Svadhisthana, look at it with a smile. Feeling the prana move in and out. Feeling a desire to uplift, to rejoice for others. Giving this away. Why grow flowers and fruit if you don't want to share it with your family? It's so much sweeter that way. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Find a big stretch. Roll over to your left side. Push yourself up. Come into an easy seat. Chin mudra. Thumb and pointer finger come to touch. Smile. It's the best seed you could sow. Let's take a cleansing breath and then we'll chant Om together. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Inhale to chant. Palms come together at the level of the heart. Giving thanks, dedicating our practice to all living beings. May their gardens be filled with fruits and flowers. May they know the causes to joy and to happiness. Namaste. Thank you for joining us for another beautiful class. I hope you continue to do the inner work to tend to your inner garden. We'll see you next class.